Hello everybody, this is Lucas at Frugal Landlord. Today I'm going to try to retrofit these soft close drawer sliders on my old original mobile home cabinets. So let me show you what we're working with. Alright, so these are the old drawers that I'm trying to retrofit these sliders on, and it makes it just a tiny bit bigger, wider, and taller. So I have to go in here and I've already measured it. I have to cut like 1/8 of an inch off of 3 sides, and then it should slide in. I'm gonna have to build out something to screw the back of this. I don't know if you can see way back in there, but there needs to be something to screw this into on the back there. We just have to get some wood back there. So I'm gonna go ahead and try to cut this out right now, see how terrible that is. I'll start with a circular saw, and then I'll use the oscillating saw for the corner. Let's lower the blade. Okay. Now I got the other saw. The reason I'm trying to retrofit these drawer closures is on one of my last homes, I put the side rollers, and they're way better than the stock mobile home, which doesn't really have anything except wood to slide on. Except for I had to cut out the sides, and I didn't really like that. So I'm hoping that this gives a better finished look and a better function. So I think it will. It looks fairly easy to install, so let's see how it works. So it's a little bit more compact, even though it's big. It doesn't take up a lot of space on the side and on the bottom. So let me just show you how I'm attaching the slides to the drawer real fast. Okay, so I have a right and a left mounting bracket, and they go kind of like that. And I got enough wood here in the front that I can use these 1¼ inch screws. So that's about all I can put the screws in, because there isn't enough wood here to do anything with. So that's a pretty solid bite there. I mean, it's not gonna work loose, really. Okay, so then you have a set of sliders, and then it has a little piece of metal sticking up that I'm just drilling a hole in the drawer bottom and then bending it over. So that's supposed to bite on the back side, but it really doesn't work for these drawers that way. So I just mark where the hole goes, drill a hole. And that kind of locks into that. Put that down in the hole. And it kind of has an adjustment here to make this gap on the side bigger or smaller. Okay. If you want to take it off, you'd reach under here and push this little release lever, and it would allow I think so. There you go. It would allow it to clip off, and you could take the drawer off the sliders. This is about 1 inch on this side, and this one is pretty much exactly 2 1/4. So I'm gonna have to use 2 boards on this side, like a 1x, and then a plane down. No, maybe just, I won't even have to plane it though. This side I have to plane down because a 1x is just too skinny unless I shim it. So I'm just gonna plane these boards down that I already had cut, and I thought they were gonna fit, but I just assumed that these 2 sides were the same, and they're not. So I don't know why I assumed that, but I just did. So anyway, it's not that big a deal. I just have to plane them down to fit. I'm making a mess. I'm throwing stuff too. Okay, so I got one board that's 15/16 wide. Oh, maybe. Pretty close. So I need to plane one more like that, and that's going to fit on this side. And then that side is going to screw to there on every single drawer. So how that's going to work in my eyes is I'm going to nail that from the back side so that the nails don't go through and show over here, because that's just one piece of paneling. So I'll put a little glue on that and shoot some nails through that side, and then I can screw each drawer to that. I'll have 2 on each side. Easy enough. Okay, so I've got both sides cut and planed to the right size, so I'm going to go ahead and nail those in. I'm going to put a little wood glue on there too, just because I like to. Not a lot, but some. Okay, I got enough wood glue on there. Now, I nail it from this side without hitting my finger. All right, that's gonna hold it. Break off those nails, maybe. Yep. Just bend them back and forth a couple times. Now I got 2 boards for the other side that I gotta stack. I gotta stack this board and this board on top to make the right width. And now this wall is thick enough I don't have to nail from that side. I can just hit it from here. That's good. Probably don't need to wood glue it, but I'm doing it anyway, just a little bit. Probably maybe regret that if I ever have to take it off, but I don't think I will. I got it the right size. I know it's going to be hard to see in there, but I'm trying to get this first bracket screwed in and level. That's level. Level there. Okay. Okay, we're level. Now let's see if it actually works. All right, now I'm working on getting my second drawer in there. I got the first one in. Kind of getting the hang of it. Okay. Okay, we're level. Okay, that snapped in. Other side, please. There we go. Okay, I got one drawer left to put in. I still have to cut the hole a little bigger. I was just going to show you how it's going and how it's working. So far, I'm pretty happy with the way it works. They're nice and smooth and sturdy. One thing I had to do to be able to get the drawers in, I had to notch the back of the drawer in order for it to slide onto those pieces. And now it locks right in easily each side, and it's locked in until you unlock it here. So that's good. Works good, and I like it a lot. It's miles and miles better than it was before, and the drawers are nice and solid. I'll bet you you could put a lot of weight in there. Yeah, you can put a lot of weight in there and they're still very sturdy. So that's nice. I had to order more of these drawer slides because I just ordered 6 and I need 12, but I didn't know how good they were going to work, so I just ordered the 6. So I'm going to go ahead and do this drawer. So we've made our way into the bathroom, and we're working on the little cabinet in here with the drawers. And we also have drawers in the bedroom. I wanted to show there's some adjustments here. This adjustment goes side to side to adjust for a larger opening. This one also moves the track forward, like if you had to screw it out here, you could pull it in a little bit, I guess, to suck the drawer base in more. I'm also going to be mounting these a little bit different because there's such a big space on this side that it'll be hard to line it up and get the tracks screwed to the side. So they also have these little brackets like this that you can mount on the back wall, and then they would just, as long as you have them level this way, they'll hook on the back side, and they fit in there pretty tightly. So it'll hold it really well. But if you can see that, you would just screw that on a back wall there. I'm still going to add a piece to screw it in just behind the faceplate. I'm going to add some more wood in there on both sides so that I can screw that front part, and then probably screw and glue a 2x4 on the back wall to hold the, if that makes sense. It would be like that though. And then the the track would just slide on there like that. And you don't have to have it exact. See, you got a couple inches of travel this way, as long as it's level front to back and spaced appropriately. So I'm using 1x4s instead of 2x4s because I don't, on the back of the wall to screw my mounting brackets to, because I don't have enough clearance for that thick of a piece of wood. So if I put this in there, then the drawer would butt up. It would not close all the way. So 1x4 is going to be perfect. I'm going to liquid nails. Yeah, that's what this is. Liquid nails this to the back wall. That's plenty. I'm going to shoot a couple of brads in it also. Okay, next one. Okay. Now I'm going to add something in here. Probably just glue and screw it. Glue and just like I did that one, but probably use wood glue on that one because it's particle board, not wallpaper or whatever this is. All right, so I got one more drawer opening to cut out. I've done top two. Still got to do the bottom one. I was letting the glue dry on this side, so I went ahead and cut the openings for those 4 drawers. Now, these 4 drawers, I'm going to go back to doing supports on each side instead of the back, because the back on this one is very far, this is very deep. Besides, I got a pretty even measurement on all the boards. It's pretty much 1.5 inches, right at 1.5 inches. So that's a 2x4. And then this one is just a little bit more than that. So right about 2 inches, a little under 2 inches. So I need another 1/2 inch on this side past the 2x4. So, and it's pretty even all the way down. So this cabinet was built better than this cabinet, at least more evenly. So I think this set of drawers will be a little bit easier than the bathroom. Okay, I've got the first board in there cut. I haven't nailed it yet, but I'm going to glue it and nail it in. I'm actually going to nail it from the back side because this is just a piece all the way, just a thin. Now I can just measure back, put that other one over there. If I measure back 15.5 inches from the front face of this, that'll give me the right amount of board to nail to. Now we just gonna put some glue on this one. Wish we could get some air in there. It's a full bottle, but. Did I? Barely. There, I got it 2 times. So I think I got it pretty good. I think it will be pretty good. Right on. Super flush with that. I just got to glue and nail it in. I actually got a wall between there, so I don't have to nail from the back side. But I am still going to put, let's see. That's more of a coated piece of paneling, so I don't think that the wood glue will soak in very well to that, so I'm going to use liquid nails. I don't know where I got that. It's pretty old. I found it in my toolbox, but this little caulking tip is pretty awesome. It's been on there for several days, and I didn't have to unplug the tip or anything. I can probably get away with just nailing that on there since it's such a good piece of wood there. And the reason I like to glue the other part is because it's just thin paneling and the nails can pull through. But I don't really think I need to glue this piece because I'm nailing to a really good piece of wood. So I'm just gonna tack it in. Let's see if we can get a drawer in there. Oh yeah, it's good. Okay. Okay, same deal with this. I'm gonna measure back 15.5. Okay, now, at one time these were going to be pieces of trim, but we changed the plan on that. Not sure why. Okay, let's try that same drawer again. I honestly think that that's going to be perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and put the slides in. Screw them in. Okay, so we also have to cut a little notch in the back of the drawer right here, on the back right here, because otherwise I have to cut the whole top of that off and I don't really want to. So I'm just going to notch the back of the drawer, just take that little spot out because it rides too high on this. Okay, we're level. Go on for this side. It's a pretty easy install for the side, for being able to mount it on the sides like this. I'm not sure about I haven't tried to do the back yet. We'll figure that out on the bathroom, how difficult that will be. What? Holy. So that's what I meant by notching it, just to let that board not hit there. So, see how good we are here. There's that one. Okay, are we locked in? We're locked in. It's still rubbing on the top there. Just a tiny bit though. I could just sand the top of the drawer just a tiny bit. Okay, so now the only thing what we got right now is it's scraping. We're done. We're clear there. We're clear there. The only place we're touching is on the back in the middle. So I've marked it, and I'm going to take the drawer out and I'm going to just sand that one little spot because it's just barely. But this is how it's looking. Seems to shut pretty good. If it wasn't for that little catch right there. Okay, I just want to show you, I've got this one. So they have adjustments on the drawer to gain a little bit of side to side. Like pull the drawer over this way a little bit, and that would make this gap a little bit smaller, but it's already adjusted all the way out over to here. So I found out that you have to sometimes in order to close that gap, you have to shim the back of the drawer slides just a little bit, and that's going to close that gap a little bit. And on this one, if you see that gap there, you have to lower. Again, there's a little bit of adjustment on lifting this up, but it's all the way adjusted up to like tilt it up to try to close that. But that's already as much as I can get it, so I have to lower the back of the drawer slides just ever so slightly to rock that. Like, level's a good where to start, but the only thing that matters is how the drawer looks when it closes and if it functions. Level is not really what you're trying to gain here. But like, I messed with the top drawer and I got it about as good as you can get it, because it's touching everywhere. So anyway, that's what I'm about to do, is shim this one a little bit more to where this top gap will be smaller, and I'm going to lower the back of this drawer so that the top of this can meet there. Alright, I'm going to glue and clamp this piece of wood on the back side of here. Give me something to hold the drawer slides. I'm actually going to shoot some nails, just a couple brads in there too, and then fill it with Bondo. That's good. There, if you can see what I've done, I've just clamped I actually had to plane that board down a little bit because it was too wide, so I put it this way and then glued and nail it there, and then once that dries, then I'll have a place to screw my slides to. I've already got one over here and I've got them in the back. Okay, if any of you are still with me, I just got these last 3 drawers to put in. The other drawers I've got pretty much well done and adjusted properly. So we're on the last 3. I'm not sure if these are going to be easier or harder, but they're different because the back, it's going to be held with these brackets slid in here like this, and it does slide in there very tight, so, and that should be plenty enough to hold it. And the reason we're doing that is because there's just a huge space on this side. I'd have to build it up a lot to get any wood to be able to screw the side to. So as it was, I had to face nail this board with glue, but that's okay because that made it really strong. So the drawer slide should go on there like this, screwed to there, and then slid into the back. So that's what we're going to attempt to do. So you can see the white boards that I think I put liquid nails on that and then nailed it on with a couple of tacks. So we're going to screw to that. So I've measured and put a line that should be the same distance off the wall from here. Then I'm going to make a level mark. So that's a level. That should be where I want to put my bracket. So I'll get the brackets on there, and then from there I'll be able to move them maybe one way or the other after I see how the drawer shuts. Once I get that in, then I'll measure out to get that one. That's actually quite an easy deal there. 15 1/8. Let's do it 1/2 inch. So that would be, I'm gonna do a 1/2, which is, yeah, that's 2/4 is a 1/2. So 15 5/8 is what I want to draw my line. I was right the first time. From there, I don't know what I was thinking. 15 5/8 right there. Now level it out. Right there. Okay, this one should be easier since I'm right-handed. I'll put more screws in it when I get it where I want it. Let's just see how the drawer looks in there. Where is it hitting on? Oh, yeah, I didn't cut out the middle yet. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta cut out a little piece right here because of this center. So once you get it, so I've got it in and the top is out compared to the bottom. You can see that a little bit. And then this side is out. So I need to move the back in a little bit. But both of them need to come down just a little bit. Okay, I moved them both to the left here and both down. So, and this hole, this screw in the front has remained the same. Let's see how it looks. If it's any better. It's a lot better. Okay, we still need to go down and to the left a little bit. We're out on this side still. And out a little bit on the top. Every time I draw lines on it so I can see where I'm moving it. Wow. I think that's good actually. That's about as good as I can get it. I like it. So, because this cabinet doesn't seem to be too level. So I might start under level, a little bit under level, and see where that gets me. Because I really don't care if it's level. I care if the drawer looks flush with the face. And since I got these top drawers where I want them, I'm going to put some more screws in them. Okay, there's one. I'll go ahead and put more screws in the top bracket just so I don't forget. That's more than adequate. Okay, let's try it. Okay, bottom drawer has to go, back needs to go down a little bit. And I think the side to side is okay. But we'll see. So, especially if you don't have level cabinets, this is kind of just like a trial and error. Move it just a little bit until it shuts perfectly, which is not that difficult. It's a nice design on these tracks, in my opinion. I like them a lot. And they seem to be quite robust. Okay. I think this drawer is good to go. Now I'm just going to put some Bondo over the nail holes and then sand it and paint it. Okay, here we're going to sand this real quick and then paint it. Okay, paint. Okay, we'll see if we need a second coat or not once that dries. We're gonna paint these the drawer faces down on the edge. Don't want any drips, so roll it like that and it'll help. Then do the top. Okay, next. Okay, let that dry. So I got a little bit of extra paint. I'm going to put it where it's going to eventually go anyway. These are the closet doors that are definitely not going to be blue. Just had a little bit of extra paint. Okay, normally I'd use primer on that, but I was just getting rid of paint, so think of that like a primer coat. Quick tip, instead of washing your roller, if you've got one of these little ones, you can just put it inside of a juice bottle with water, and you can even get it off there without touching it. Just put it in there and shake it up, and it'll be okay until you're ready to clean it. So there's the kitchen drawers, and I'm very, very happy with how they've turned out. I'm gonna put obviously put pulls on. I'm gonna put pulls on there, but I really, really like how sturdy the and solid the drawer slides are, and how nicely they shut. And again, here's the bathroom. I think they're gonna be great. And then I got some in the bedroom. Same deal. They got kind of like a little rubber stopper there. So they don't slam open either. But I'll probably put some new drawer liners in there to make that not so old looking. Anyway, I'll put a link to these in the description if you guys care. It takes an old rickety cabinet and gives you a nice upgrade without a lot of cost. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. I know a lot of people would probably just say, you know, I just put new cabinets in the bathroom and the kitchen. But what do you do about something like this that's a built-in? That's one of the main reasons why I went this way, was because I wanted to save this part of the built-in for the bedroom. So, and these were terrible. There was no slides on it at all, just slid on wood. But now it's a nice upgrade, and it didn't cost very much, not very hard to install. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.